Hey there, and welcome to this video. Today we're going to talk about how to pretty much integrate every single payment processing system into PT Distinction. So you probably already know that PayPal is the easiest software to integrate into PTD. It links very well into the preloaded client accounts. It also allows you to link directly into the software so people can just pay you directly throughout the mini site inside PTD. So we're not going to talk too much about PayPal today. What we're going to talk about is the other payment processors, such as Stripe, Square, WooCommerce, things like GoCarless, that kind of thing. So these all work pretty much in the same way. They all require a redirect or URL redirect. So I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up. I'm going to show you how some of these other softwares link with this as well. So the first thing what we need to do is go and set up a preloaded client account. So we're going to go to More, down to our preloaded client account. And we're going to do this just like we would do for a normal preloaded client account if we was integrating PayPal. So I'm just going to go on to Add New Package. I'm just going to type in here Test Package. And then we add in the group that we want to add in. If you're not sure how to set these up, check out the other videos on the blog, or just head over to the masterclasses, or head over to PT Distinction, log in, and you can watch some of the walkthrough videos on there. We're going to skip this section and go straight down to section 3. I'm going to select yes, I want to create access vouchers online. I'm going to select the third option here, which is allow clients to sign up before adding payment details. So we click on that one. Now, you may have gone into this already, and what you may have done already is actually create a PayPal button and add it into this box here. We're actually not going to do that. We're going to leave these boxes completely blank, and you can fill these in however you want to fill them in. I'm just going to leave it simply as it is now. And all I'm going to do is come down to the bottom and hit save. I'm going to close that off. And I'm going to open up my package again. And as you'll see, if I scroll down, it's actually opened up a new box here with an iframe inside. It's this iframe we're actually going to use to sign clients up to our account in PTD. But normally when we do this, we'd have the PayPal button in, so they'd fill in the form, they go through to the PayPal that's integrated into the form, they'll make the payment, and everything happens like magic. Now we haven't got the PayPal button there, they can fill this form in, and as soon as they fill it in, they'll have an account created, all the content we added, again, just like magic, but we haven't taken payment yet. So what we need to do is take that payment before we get to that form, and we do that using custom URLs or a custom URL divert. Now, for this to work, any payment software you use, it has to have a URL redirect after payment for it to work. So this will work in things such as ClickFunnels, it will work in things such as GoCarless, it will work in things such as WooCommerce. I'm going to show you the basic of how this all works, and I'll show you how to do it on some of these softwares in just a minute. So we're going to head over to your website builder, over this way. And if I go onto a page that I've made up already, so this is the page I've got set up here, what to do when not using PayPal. So let's say this is your sales page, and then down here you have this big button that says, please buy me, this is your amazing product. So you'll click on this button, and that will take you through to your payment process. So if I hit preview and hit buy me now, please. It will take you through to your payment process. Now, I've just quickly made this one up on my website. So this can be anything. This could be GoCarless. It could link you through to that. It could link you through to a PayPal processor. It could be anything you wanted to. Now, if you're using things such as Square or Stripe, you need to understand that Square and Stripe are basically API programs. They are developer programs. Now, this means that they have to work alongside some other software. So there'll be some sort of checkout program or something like that built into your website. So for example, you could use Stripe to take payments through WooCommerce. For example, you could use Square to link with your Wix website through the Wix shop. It is the shop or the checkout that has the redirect on, not Square or not Stripe. So this is the kind of thing you'll see if that happens. So you'll have something set up on Stripe, you'll have something set up on Square, something like this will appear on your site, and your client will come along and fill in all these details. Once they hit Pay Now, but then take them through to a thank you page. And it's this thank you page where you're actually going to put your sign up form. So I'm going to show you how we set this up. I'm going to hit back to editor. Now, I've actually created a hidden page here called thank you page. I'm on this thank you page, and I'm going to add in that iframe. So I'm just going to go add. I'm going to more, and I'm going to go to HTML code. Now, again, depending on the website builder you use, depends how this will work. They all look slightly different, but generally speaking, if you've never added HTML code into your website, head over to my blog, and it will show you exactly how to do that for pretty much every site builder out there. So you're going to open up your HTML box like this, click the enter code button, and head back over to your PT Distinction. You're going to copy this iframe now. Head back over to your website builder and paste it in. As you can see, your iframe is now sat in, ready to go on that thank you page. Now you want to put some information on here saying, please complete this form before you go, blah, 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 blah. We'll hit publish. And then let's try that again now, but with this all set up. So I'm going to go back to my sales page. I'm going to preview that. So now our client comes onto this, they're going to hit buy now, please. They're going to put in all their card details. They're going to hit pay now. They've made payment to you, and then they get taken to this page here where they can fill this in, complete all that information, and they'll get redirected to your client login and have all the PTD content that you've set up inside your groups added to their account. So that's how you would do it for things such as a Square, and that's how you do it for things such as maybe a Stripe integration. Now, in another video, I'm going to show you a different way that I've found to integrate Stripe, but for now, we're just going to leave it like this. I'm going to show you that's how you do it for those items. What happens though if you want to use something like Go Cardless? Now, Go Cardless doesn't generally integrate with many payment processors because it is its own standalone processor, a bit like PayPal. So let's have a look how that would work. I'm going to go back to my editor, and we're going to keep this thank you page here, and I'm going to head over to this page again. So we're going to have this buy now button here, the setup, and I'm going to head over to Go Cardless. And if I go inside here, look at the Go Cardless one, I'm going to come over to down this side here, I'm going to hit on my payments. When I go on my payments portal, I head over this way and I click on this Pay Links button. Now inside here, it asks me if I want to create a pay link. I'm going to click yes, I want to create a pay link, and I can call it whatever I want. So I can just call it test program. Select the currency we're going to work in. Select the amount. And then down here, I'm going to select on the advanced options button. And that opens up this, the redirect URL. So now what we need to do is head back over to our website builder, and we're going to go to our thank you page. So we're going to skip this middle bit, we don't need it anymore. We're going to go straight to the thank you page, the one with the sign up form on. I need to get this page's URL. So there's a couple of ways to do this depending on what website builder you use. You can just publish it, go to that page and copy it from the browser at the top and select that particular page that I want, publish it, and then take the URL for that particular page. So we're going to copy the URL. We're going to head back over to this one here, to the Go Cardless. I'm just going to paste that into that box there, and then I hit Create Pay Link. So now that is set up, we have this URL here, which is for that particular pay link. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to head now back over to my website builder, and I'm going to go back onto the original sales page. I'm going to go down to this button here, and again, depending on what website builder you use, depends how you would do this, but generally speaking, you want to find a way to add a link to that button. And then all I'm going to do is add in a custom link. So find our way down here, we're going to go to web address, I'm going to paste in the link for that in there. I'm going to hit done, and I'm going to hit publish. Now what happens is people come to our website, they click on this button, just hit preview so you can see it. You'll then take them through so they can make the payment here on Go Cardless. Once they've set this up and it goes out, then they're going to get redirected to the thank you page, which will be, if I just close this off and go back to my editor, so that original thank you page we had here, and then they've made the payment now and they can complete that form and finish up setting up their account. So that is exactly how you will pretty much integrate anything into PT Distinction in terms of payment. If you're using, to recap, Square and Stripe, you'll obviously need to integrate that into whatever payment processor system you're using, whether that's WooCommerce or maybe it's the Wix built-in shop or whatever it is you've got set up. If you're using things like Go Cardless or other things similar to that, then as long as it's got a URL redirect option on there after payment, you can set it up with PT Distinction and you'll do it just like I have done here. In another video I'm going to put live very short, I'm going to show you a different way to integrate Stripe into this. Now that's really a little bit more advanced way of doing it, but if you really wanted to do it, there's a really cool way to integrate Stripe directly into PTD. It does take a bit of effort, but it's probably going to be worth it if you really want to use Stripe. Anyway, I hope this helps. As always, any questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll do my best to answer them. See you soon.